Hello, friends. Welcome to my place. My name is Dave. Good to have you here. Third take on the first impression. Does that even make sense? Yeah, I screwed up the last couple of recordings, so I'm doing the third time. I hope I remember what I'm supposed to say, but the first impression is here we go, spray time. All right, third take. I sprayed this like 6 times already. Okay, so this is Jimmy Choo Urban Hero Gold Edition. Got it on sale recently. And those are 35-ish. All right. Received it, excited, opened it. And now here's what I got. The first on top, I thought I sprayed on Versace arrows. I'll probably do a side-by-side later if it's granted. But the first impression I'm getting right away is the tonka bean, a little bit sweet, a little bit minty. But I think the mint's a little bit different. This mint's going to be from the lavender instead of the mint. Yeah, that's what I'm getting the most. It will be sweet tonka beans, citrusy notes. I haven't figured out what it is. Like I said, it's first impression, and some freshness from lavender. Right away, it's very, very strong. Since the third take, actually, the dry down is about 30 minutes ago, and it's about what I'm getting all the way through. It's just the sweetness will tone down just a bit, the freshness as well. But then I will get a little bit of woodsy notes at the end and the dry down. So this is not a complex scent, but it is a very, very sweet scent. I mean, if you know about Versace Arrow, that one is sweet. I would say it's about level 9. This one is up there. It's level 9. It's one of the sweetest one that I have. And it is pleasant for sure. This for sure has a place in in someone's collection, in everybody's collection when they want something super sweet. Now, I think it will be suitable because there's a freshness and the mintiness. So I think this will work well in the in-between season and the winter as well. But the high heat, unless you're inside with an AC, but if it's hot, I'll maybe give it a try. Since it's warm outside, I'll do that. But typically, this will be a little bit cloying. That means a bit too sweet until the point of annoying. Okay, so I'll look at it. But on the first impression, if you're not familiar with the Versace arrows, just imagine minty sweet, all right? And the sweet is from the tonka bean. Tonka bean is a very typical ingredients they use to create the sweetness. And it does have a certain characteristic. It's going to be different than honey and different than vanilla. So once if you have spray some modern fragrance, mass appealing type of scent, you have smelled tonka bean in there, and you'll be able to identify that sort of sweetness from there. Of course, they could have different mixtures of sweetness, not just from one source. So with that said, you just got to get used to it, and then once in a while you get the idea, oh, I got it. I know what that smells like. But as far as there's a citrus in here that I cannot detect or pinpoint exactly what it is. But there's a fruity, or not citrus and fruity. There's a fruitiness in here. The freshness is from lavender. That part I can guess. But who knows what it is? Just whatever we perceive, right? A lot of time the brands they don't tell you exactly what's in there. So yeah, but there's a woodsiness too. So like I said, it's about 30 minutes since I first sprayed the original spot, and hasn't changed much. So it is a very pleasant, mass appealing. This will be easygoing, non-offensive, but I do think it's going to be too sweet in the office. Office may be fine as long as people don't mind about wearing fragrance. But if you were into a meeting, that might not seem too professional. That's what I meant. But as far as school, it's fine. Nobody's going to be offended by this. They might think you smell strong. Even just 2 or 3 sprays, this one's projecting. It is a projector. So that's a good indication sometimes about the longevity. It should be decent. These type of scents, half a day is no problem. Okay. Like I said, the dry down is more of a woodsy sweet, but the freshness is toned down. Yeah, I mean, I can't really say too much. There's really not too much more to say. It is a typical modern sweet type of scent. And Jimmy Choo, actually, this is my first bottle of Jimmy Choo. I was interested in Jimmy Choo Eyes, Men Eyes. That one is similar to Dior Cologne. But since that Dior Cologne, I didn't see any point in getting that the Jimmy Choo Men Eyes. This one, to be honest, I have 2 bottles of Versace Eros and also 1 bottle of Versace Flame. That's like what, total of 250 ml. So I don't need any more of this type of tonka bean sweetness. But if you do not have that, I think this will be, yeah, without doing the side by side, I still prefer Versace Eros because the mintiness stays longer and stronger. This one, the freshness is toned down. I'm smelling the first spray, the initial spray that I just did about a few minutes ago. And it's been considerably, the freshness is toned down pretty drastically, but it's still there. Yeah, the fruitiness is kind of getting mixed up with the sweet tonka bean, so it's hard to detect the mixture. I would say I would not pay anything over 40. 30, 40 is okay because the blend itself is okay. I mean, in my opinion, okay, it's not super well blended. Like there's some fragrance that I'm not able to detect the composition, but it just feels more smooth, more well put together than this one. This one is not bad. I mean, I'm not saying it's harsh or bad, but just comparing to the pricing, I'm just trying to determine what price would I pay for this, or would I suggest you pick it up for. For sure, it's under 40, then it's a pretty good deal. Okay, but don't overpay over that. So with that said, Jimmy Choo is a pretty affordable, good quality fragrance. This one is also the same. Okay, it's pretty simple, but the bottle itself, it looks cool. The two-tone bottle, two-tone. Yeah, the juice works perfectly good. The cap is very heavy, so the presentation, I'm very happy with it. Okay, even though sometimes I don't care about the presentation, but this one is good. Now I'm keep mumbling without talking the scent itself because it's not changing. So I'll probably look into what exactly is in here, I mean, later. But as far as the first impression, I'm getting the typical sweetness, some fruity and some lavender for sure. Just a tad bit of woodiness, but it's pretty, yeah, it's pretty dense, pretty heavy, because it's so sweet. So I'm going to try it in the colder weather, and maybe I'll like it even more, or like it more. Right now, I'll just give it 7 out of 10 because it's pretty average, meaning it's, like I said, it's not offensive. It's for teenagers, perfectly good. If you're a little bit older, this might be too sweet for you. And it's pretty versatile, except the super formal, very dressed up. Okay, casually, no problem. Yeah, so this might be a good date scent for the younger crowds. It does smell youthful. Okay, does not mean it's bad. I mean, it's, there's a lot of youth that wear fragrance. Very good for them. So with that said, the only thing that I can smell like exactly is basically Eros. I'm not sure how close I am. I'll probably do a side-by-side later on. But any of those sweet ones. The other one from Paco Rabanne, Ultra Red, is also super sweet. Okay, but that one smells just a tad different. This one is from the tonka bean. I think that one's from something else. So just anything that is very sweet, you could kind of relate or associate with this one. Okay, just a super quick review. If I think of anything else, I'll probably put it in the comments. I hope that is helpful. As always, thumbs up, subscribe, all those good things. Thank you, and see you next time.